Hello, all of my zesty single parents out there. It is Lee, and thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. This reading is dedicated to you because I believe that your strength and your resilience and your courage needs to be acknowledged. As a single mother, I don't believe that we get the proper praise that we rightfully deserve. For whatever reason, when it comes to single parenting, it seems as though compassion has went out the window, yeah? The world is filled with numbness. You could be on the verge of a breakdown trying to talk to someone about this, and they will give you this deadpan expression, blinking at you like, what do you want me to do about it? We often feel as though we are not allowed to vocalize our frustrations. We're not allowed to be weak. We have to be super parents every single day. I have heard parents that are in a marriage or a jointed situation, if you will, they talk about the frustrations of parenting, and yeah, it's rough. Can you imagine being by yourself? And I think the real reason why I have to give, I don't really want to, but I was watching Cynthia G, and she was talking about Kim Kardashian, and basically, we're not going to get into all that, but basically, Kim Kardashian did an interview with someone about the realities of being a single mom. Now, naturally, I would roll my eyes and be like, girl, please, you don't even know half of it. Because I'm sure that you could hire a nanny at any time. But we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We don't know if Chris is one of those grandparents that can't be bothered unless it's on a Facebook post. We don't know how the sisters are when it comes to her. But I know, like you know, the frustrations behind it. Whenever you need a break, that almost seems slim to none when it comes to the opportunity of getting a true break. Everyone seems to vanish when it comes to wanting to assist. And I don't know what happened to the saying of it takes a village to raise a child. But that village has been long gone. It's a ghost town now, yeah? So just thinking about the struggles that we as single parents go through. And I mean, there's so many that I can't even fathom at this point. But I'm going to try to stick to the point and not allow my ADHD to go all over the place. But like I said, I want to give you your flowers. I want to commend you for raising children alone. It's not easy. And those that knew that choosing to be single parents was going to be an obstacle, I want to let you know that you too are seen. And what I mean by that is if you were in a connection and you knew that that connection was not good for you, or for you or your child or children, so you took it upon yourself to do what was best for you and your children or child. And you, honestly, you didn't really have a choice. I mean, well, you did, because you could have stayed in that situation. But you did what was right for you and your family. So this goes out to you. This goes out to the single parents who has a so-called selective family support, should I say. They only will come around if it's convenient for them. Like, they don't talk to you any other time unless it's on their behalf or they have an advantage. You know, for example, let's say you have that one family member that wants to invite you to the cookout, but you don't talk to them any other time, right? They don't see about you or the children, but they want to make sure that you're there at that cookout. That type of energy. This is dedicated to you. This is dedicated to all parents from all different backgrounds, all different situations. So I've rambled on enough, so let's get into it and see what the universe wants to say. Give you a bit of encouragement. Single parents that didn't want to be single parents, that didn't expect to be single parents, you know? You thought that you were going to be in a stable situation and you and your children were abandoned. Or even those that lost the significant other. This is all dedicated to you. Sweet universe. This message is targeted to that very person that needs to hear this message that happens to be a single parent. I want you to let them know that they are heard through this reading. What do they need to know right now? Two more, please. There we go. So those that are watching right now, I just want you to just take a deep breath, and I want you to try your best to clear your mind, because I want you to be able to listen to everything that's going on. Hopefully you're reading, or not reading, but watching this video when you are relaxing, when the children are taking a nap, or they're away, outside, or in their rooms. You get the gist. I feel it strong right here. Right here. All right. Okay, so first card out is do what you love. So I feel that someone out there feels as though parenting has stunted or even ruined, should I say, or sabotage, should I say. And I know that you don't mean it that way, but that's what I'm hearing. I feel like parenting has sabotaged my future plans. Things that I've had lined up, I know you love your children. And I know you don't blame your children. You might be blaming yourself for several reasons. First things first, let me tell you this. No one, and I mean no one, is mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, socially sometimes ready to take on parenting. And I don't care what you hear TikTokers or anybody else talk about. Though we don't talk about Bill Cosby, but before we knew about all the things that he had done, he had made mention in one of his stand-ups that the best parents are people that don't have children. Taking advice, I believe is what it is. Taking advice from people that do not have children. Because they think that they got it all figured out. They're on the outside looking in, and they're trying to piece together what they would do, but they have not a damn clue on what it's like to be a parent, especially a single parent. So, for those that believe that time is up for you, that you're not able to do this and this and that, your business adventures that you were wanting to create, your business ventures, you feel that will never be, that's not true. It's not true. Okay? So, I know someone's out there like, yeah, but no, because you know what? You don't know what is going to happen in the future. And those little children could be exactly what you need to give you the motivation. Because you honestly have something now to work for. You want to give your children the best life possible, right? And not just them, but yourself. So, if you are working this strenuous job and you know that it's not paying the bills the way that it needs to, take a long pause and think about other options that you might have available for yourself. Now, for those that are stay-at-home parents, passive income. What talents, or should I say gifts, do you have that could give you and earn you income? Sorry, that wasn't my child. 1 second. Could you please close the front door?
Oh, sorry.
My children have a bad habit of leaving the door wide open for anybody to just pop in. Anyways, so focus on those talents. And I think that the only reason why you're holding back is the same reason why I'm holding back. If you didn't experience abandonment issues as a child, you definitely are experiencing those abandonment issues now because you are a single parent. And while you're in the process of mourning, whatever the circumstances may be, you don't believe that you are good enough. You don't think that you will be heard. You don't think that you will be seen. you don't think that people will take you seriously. But like the universe has been drilling into my head over and over and over again. If you are in a circumstance like that where you have no one to support you, then you do it anyways. Do it anyways. Because especially if it's something that you have been going back and forth about, you set it down and then you run off and you come back and you sit it down and you know what I'm saying, you go back and forth with it. And no matter how hard you try, you always come back to that same thing. That is what you're destined to do. Don't focus on the stigma. Don't focus on society's standards. Because let's be honest, society as a whole has not a clue on what the hell they want half the time. Let's be honest. It's easy for someone to throw out what they would do. Again, the best parents are the ones that don't have children. So, and I also see a lot of that on, well, once I finally got off of Twitter, I couldn't deal with it, but TikTok as well. You have a lot of unhealed individuals getting on here ranting about what parents shouldn't be doing and this and this and this and blah 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 blah. Honey, just admit that you need a hug. Okay? I for damn sure would not be taking advice from unhealed individuals, because y'all both will end up miserable. So anyways, do what you love. I don't care what it is. If you want to save money so that you and your children can travel because you've always wanted to travel, do so. No one is stopping you but you. And again, if you have a hang-up where you are unable to get a job because of lack of a babysitter or whatever, you can easily acquire passive income. Okay? Admit your vulnerabilities. Excuse me, that was gross. My sinuses. So with admit your vulnerability, I look at this because it's in the second position and this is a challenge. And this is also speaking to me as a single parent. A lot of times we don't like to admit that we are mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially. We don't want to admit that we are vulnerable, that we are in trouble. And that stems from the abandonment issues. The ones that we thought that we could count on aren't there. Even though there are plenty of resources out there, we don't trust them. Because oftentimes that is associated with the government, and we don't want the government all in our personal business. And to be quite frank, I don't blame y'all. I don't even like dealing with them. I don't like people asking me questions. They think that they're helping, when a lot of the times we're like, if you don't shut up, I don't quit questioning me to smithereens, will ya? How do you feel this week? I'm tired as fuck, the same way I was last week. You know, like, why do you care? And I get it, I get it. But I know what y'all are thinking. Well, most of you. I'm tired. I want a break. I would like to go on a vacation. So why are you in my face asking me all these questions? You're not going to take my children off of my hands and actually give me a break, are you? No. So then shut the fuck up. That's basically what y'all are thinking. But I do encourage you to find a therapist that will meet your needs, that will hear you and guide you. A lot of social services claim that they want to help you, but I honestly think that it's not the type of help that we all need and want. And so with that being said, I think that's why it's important for you to do what you love. We also know that the government is very greedy and selfish. We have billions of dollars being thrown everywhere but where it needs to be. And it's not fair. But nonetheless, admit that you need help. Does admitting that you need help mean that you are a bad parent? Absolutely not. It means that you are a human being and you need a break. That's exactly what it means. Again, we are, or maybe I said this in my deleted video because I don't know what happened, but I'm going to say it in this one. Oftentimes, or maybe I did say it in this one, I don't know. But oftentimes, there is this stigma put on single parents that we are to be strong at all times. We're not allowed to be weak. We're not allowed to complain about our kids getting on our nerves and wanting a break, or, you know, we're not allowed to complain about those things because we have that, well, no one told you to have kids mentality. Like, I can't stand people like that. And usually it's individuals that don't care about their own family. They got some messed up stuff going on, and usually they are the ones that committed, having the audacity to try to say that to you. And I'm pretty sure that some of y'all can relate with that. But that does not make you a bad parent because you are overwhelmed. And if you have multiple kids, okay, you thought either A, you really, really, really love kids. I mean, ultimately, it's your body. You can do whatever the hell you want, whether you're the one that planted the seed or you're the one that had the baby. That's y'all's bodies, y'all's choice. And nobody has the right to say anything about your choice. And I know that there are individuals out there, well, if you knew that you couldn't afford these, why would you have these kids if you knew that you couldn't afford? Why did I go to school? I went to school hoping that I was going to get a diploma, which will also, degree, that was going to promise me great benefits, but here we are, okay? So you got thousands of people out here, billions of people out here that are in financial debt because of student loans and still choose to have, like, what? Like, don't focus on those people, okay? But just don't let people like that make you feel bad. Because I guarantee you, they're saying the same thing about something else. It's easy to try to judge somebody else because, one, they keep it to themselves, and or you see it out in the open, but yet they have the audacity to try to talk about you. Admit your vulnerabilities to a trusted source. Speak up. See, look, speak up. I'm tired. This is also dedicated to those that have children that don't want to mind. Children, all kids don't want to mind. But sitting down and explaining to them how some of their choices are affecting you mentally, emotionally, you know, the whole ropes and all that. Talk to your kids about that. And also speak to your therapist about this. If you are overwhelmed, extremely overwhelmed, then you definitely need to speak up. And if you don't have friends that you know that you could trust, I definitely encourage you to start finding some new friends. Now, for some of y'all, I totally get it. I don't want play dates because my children have behavioral issues, and I don't want to deal with anybody else's kids that have emotional, you know, disabilities or what case. I get that. Trust me, I get that. It's a lot because you and your friends want to enjoy conversing with one another, but yet you're still chasing after your 8-year-old that has, you know, ADD or oppositional defiant disorder or whatever the case may be, and it's not. And I get that. I get that. It's a lot. But it still starts with you. You have to figure out a way to make life a little easier for yourself. The bottom of the deck is ask with sincerity. Now, some of you know how your family are, and they know how they are. But I believe that if you actually sat down with them and explained to them how exhausted you are and how you would like for them to be a part of your children's lives, not just for the sake of you having a break, but just to be in their lives so that they would know who their family members are while you get a break, that'll be great. Speak up on that. Speak up on that. Let it be known how you feel about things. And for those that are having trouble, if this is a huge, I don't even want to call it a burden, but if taking on the single parent life is too much for you, you also have the option of giving custody to the other parent. That is a thing. But if you know that that parent is not going to do right by your children, the best thing that I could suggest is keep on keeping on. And I know you're like, well, I already do that, but put a little more oomph into it. You know what I mean? Don't look at parenting as a curse, because you were chosen to be a parent for a reason. And of course, nature had a say so as well. But you still chose to go through with it to the very end, right? So don't give up. I needed this reading myself, because I was just in there crying in my room because my kitchen was a catastrophic mess. I tried my best to keep it decent, all the while, you know, kids are kids. They'll take a whole plate of jelly and just leave it wherever so that those darn fruit flies will come in. And you know that fruit flies are so hard to get rid of. It was just so much. It was so much. You know, it's like no matter how hard you try, kids are gonna do what they want to do. And so that's the thing. Look at the situation and cry. Cry if you have to. But know that there is definitely going to be a reward at the end. Actually, I'm going to take that back. The reward is within itself. Because, for one, your resilience to raise the children or your child by yourself, with everything else that's going on in your life, speaks how strong you are, even if you don't feel like you are strong. You are amazing. It's okay for your kids to get on your damn nerves, and it's okay for you to admit that they get on your nerves. I'm not the best parent. I flat out told my kids I get on my fucking nerves. Does it hurt their feelings? I'm pretty sure it does. There could have been a better way to say things, but I'm not perfect, and neither are you. I'm talking to the ones that get it, okay? We all slip up. We all fall short. There is nobody on this earth that is perfect. Our children aren't perfect, and that's what we have to understand. So let's continue. Done with my lecture on that part. Let's build off of this, sweet universe. What other messages do you have for the person that is watching this video right now? Do what you love. I keep going back to that. We've all are victims of societal shame because we didn't meet the criteria, or we didn't, at a certain age, we didn't do this, we didn't do that, and so therefore we're falling behind. That's not true. That is not true. I'm 40 years old. And on my 40th birthday, I sat and I thought about that. My son asked me, "Mommy, how does it feel to be 40?" And I didn't really know how to answer that. And then I had a friend. She said, "You're in your 20s times 2. And I said, "Why? Because I'm immature?" And she was like, "No, because the things that you've done before you were in the process of learning, now you can go back and you can learn them again or understand them. You know what I mean? And then I got to thinking, the universe started speaking to me, and he was like, you know, all them, he or she, whatever the universe is, think about all those milestones that you could not wait to accomplish. I couldn't wait to be 18 years old because that meant that I was an adult, even though I had no clue on what it meant to be an adult. I couldn't wait to be 21 because I could legally go to clubs and I could drink, not realizing that that was a waste of money and energy. But that's what I did, you know. I couldn't wait to be 25 because 25, I don't know, just 25. I just couldn't wait to be there. Then I started to dread where I was at because I'm like, wait a minute. I should be doing this and this and this. I should be engaged by 25. I think that's what it was. I should be engaged by 25. I should have a husband and be ready to marry him at least within my late 20s. Then I'll go ahead and I'll have a baby. When I tell you that none of that shit happened the way that I wanted it to go, I didn't graduate from high school. I dropped out of high school. But I got my GED. I got my GED in my early 20s. I went to college a couple times, but I wasn't ready. I was trying to go to college because I thought that it would make me look cool. I wasn't ready. I had relationships. Well, at least I thought they were relationships, but it was just wasted energy. Situationships, that's what it was. Situationships. And I wanted a child so bad because I wasn't getting the love that I wanted from who I wanted. And I thought that was the perfect opportunity. But those babies are pushing me to be my best version of myself, whether they get on my nerves or not. I love them with all my heart and being. But going back, he basically told me, you went through all these milestones and it did not go the way that you wanted. And now that I'm 40, I realize I don't have shit to prove to anybody. I've wasted, learned, should I say. I shouldn't say wasted. I took all this time figuring myself out when at the end of the day, all I had to do was just be me and do me the whole time. But it was that damn societal standard. You're not going to be the best mom. You're not going to be the best, or sorry, should I say, you're not going to be the perfect mother. You're not going to be the perfect father. Okay? Those damn YouTube families, I guarantee you, somebody's getting their ass whooped every other shot. Because I can imagine how tired those kids are having to do the same thing over and over again just so that they can get it right. Parenting never came with a manual. So don't let YouTube trick you into believing that it did. Maybe for them because there's a script that they have to follow. But out here in the streets, no. Okay, keep that in mind. I hope I didn't get off track. I probably did, but it's all good. I think you're getting what I'm saying, hopefully. Feels very strong right there. Oh, hold on. Strong on all of them. Between these two, I'm gonna go right here. All right. All right. So we have the Page of Pentacles here with do what you love. So the page is the child, but this is talking about you, okay? Being a novice, new beginnings. And I love how she is, the way that she's standing. She's comfortable balancing this pentacle, if you will. It took her a while to get her stance right, but she has her foot planted where she wants it to be, and she's ready to begin a new venture. Business-wise, I feel that this is saying that you can acquire resources, do research on how to do said thing that could be a passive income for you. So if you want to start doing hair, you have YouTube to show you all the videos to do a specific hairstyle or a variety of hairstyles. If you want to learn how to knit or sew, you've got videos for that too. If you are a reader or you want to do readings, I say just do your own thing, because some of these readers, I shouldn't say that. No, I am going to say that because I've said it before. Just be careful who you consider a role model, okay, when it comes to spiritual stuff. But you're at the beginning stages. It's never too late. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. It's not too late to do what you love. As a matter of fact, I kind of get a vibe of finally. It's finally time. Because I think that life has kicked your ass so freaking hard. You don't like the way that things are as being a single parent. Financial strife and, of course, a peace of mind. Those are two very overwhelming pressures that are on the shoulders. And I think that this is going to motivate you. I think that this right now, this current singlehood is a trauma for you. Not saying that your child is a trauma. No, I'm not saying that at all. But the circumstances, being broke, not being able to do the things that you want to do, having to rely on other people, people constantly letting you down, belittling you, that sort of thing. Those situations are the trauma. And therefore, you're going to fight tooth and nail to get out of this situation. So honestly, being a single parent right now is definitely a blessing in disguise. It may not seem that way, but it definitely is. So we have the Two of Wands here with admit your vulnerabilities. You're scared to go out and see what the world has to offer you. Being scared of the unknown is quite all right. Like I said, we don't trust the government that well. I mean, with everything that's been going on, I get it. But really take time to think about what you are holding back for. because it's very important for you to take care of yourself mentally and all of that. You got to do what's best for you and your children. And I feel that with the Two of Wands, she's sitting here with this globe and she has this illustration of a fire truck, but she's wondering whether or not she should make this choice to do what she wants. Absolutely. I just said that your current circumstances is going to, matter of fact, I kind of have this feeling that you really don't have a choice. I feel that the universe is going to help guide you in the correct direction so that you will make the, what am I trying to say? The choices to get this, whatever this is, started. You're gonna step out your comfort zone. No more gazing out the window wondering when your time will come. Because the universe is gonna push your ass out. Because it's time. It's been a long time coming. That's kind of what I feel. So we have speak up. Okay. So with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is an adventurer, very passionate, and that abundant flow of energy is something else to behold. Speak your truth and don't care about what other people say. We live in a society, let me say this again, we live in a society where people don't care about nobody. They don't care about you. They could care less what your plans are. So there's no need of you being afraid of what they're going to say, because they don't care anyways. They're showing you they don't care. So you don't have to be all up in their face. If you don't have an audience, that's okay. Do it alone. But have the courage. Dance to your own tune. She's out here in the middle of nowhere, having the time of her life, and her horse is dancing to her tune. People could be driving up the street, like, what is she doing? Why is her horse looking like? The question is, why ain't you doing what you love? Why are you so focused on what I'm doing? This is all interconnected. Your abandonment issues is the reason why you lack motivation. Because you do not trust in yourself and you don't believe in others. So why not go ahead and start putting all that energy back within yourself. Start investing in yourself. Learn more about what makes you tick, what you want to do, and forget about everybody else. They're not in your corner anyways. So why would they be a part of this? Solo dolo this. I believe in you. You got this. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You really don't. So at the bottom of the deck here, this is beautiful how this matches up. It says to ask with sincerity. So this could be a religious leader. If you could go to a local church to kind of help you with some things, or maybe you can see how to go about putting your children in some type of daycare, or, you know, some type of, I don't know, like class, like Sunday schools or whatnot. The Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA, there are organizations that can give children the opportunity to, you know, frolic and play while you gather yourself. For example, I have a membership. I just need to gather up some more gas money so that I can take the kids, so that they can go play and I can go work out. You know, everybody can burn off some energy. But I feel like this is saying also to talk to the universe, God, whomever. Talk to them. Let them know how you feel about things. And I have a feeling that the moment that you allow yourself to be vulnerable, sorry, I think the leasing agent is talking to some prospective tenants. They need to go on somewhere. Anyways, I believe that the moment you allow yourself to be available for the universe, and that means sitting down, not doing anything, allowing yourself to be clear. When was the last time you sat your ass down and did absolutely nothing for a moment? Because I think, honestly, all it takes is just a millisecond for the universe to say what they need to say to you. If you would just sit down in silence and allow the universe to say what they need to say to you. That's when you're going to start to get those aha moments. Okay? So, do I want to do a clarification? I will. Just in case y'all want to know more about how to really expand. But nonetheless, again, what you're doing right now is great because you have the courage to continue to persevere. But it's now time for you to start thinking about yourself. You're not a baby maker, okay? There is more to you than that. You are someone's teacher. You are someone's friend. You are someone's companion. You're someone's hope. You're someone's dream. You're someone's vision. You're someone's role model. They say that God will only give you so much because He knows that you can handle it. There is someone out there that is amazed at how you're able to do what you do with little. Somehow, some way, you always seem to make it work out, right? Take the time to think about that. Let's pause for the cause. Think about a situation involving the children or whatever the case may be. You were so stressed out, you didn't know how you were going to get out of it, but yet you did. You knew that those kids needed something. You had excuse me, I can't talk. I don't even know if the retrograde is still, are we still in the shadow period? Probably. But you had the courage to keep going. Even though it felt that all odds were against you, you fought to get that desired outcome. That's skill. Your resilience is a skill and a gift to behold. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of us. All right. I know some people are going to look at this video and be like, I'm not about to sit here and watch this damn video. It's going to be too long. That's okay. Let them sit back and do whatever. This message is for someone that needs to hear this message regardless of how long the video is. Because I believe that when you finish this video, you are going to be encouraged like no other. So we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So you're going to start, I love this, because you're starting out as a beginner, a novice, and then you end up becoming, okay, the businesswoman, taking care of everyone's needs. These long, strenuous hours of people not understanding you is teaching you compassion, whether you are a man or a woman, okay? Doesn't matter what the gender is. But the Queen of Pentacles is very business savvy. So I feel like she's going to be teaching you how to budget your money. I feel that she is definitely going to set you on the path of becoming your own business owner, an entrepreneur. You're going to become an entrepreneur. Little old you with spit up all over your shirt. You probably haven't taken a shower in a week. Okay? Hair all messed up. Probably ain't brushed your teeth in a while. Little old you, that's stinking over there, is going to be a boss. So we have the Two of Pentacles here. And I feel that, like I said, she's going to help you to budget. And I kind of feel like that's what this is talking about with the Two of Pentacles. The need to budget. And not just that, but to also balance things out. I think that you're also going to make conscious decisions on what you're going to focus your energy on. Because being a single parent, if we take the time to look at everything for what it is, it will definitely teach you what not to put your energy towards and what needs to be the primary focus. Oftentimes we have a lot of distractions. So separate those distractions, dissect it if you need to, and see what needs to be permanently swept away and what could be kept, if any at all. The Fool card here talks about new beginnings, okay? Brand new start. But it starts with you having the courage to just be who you are. You don't need to do anything special. That's what I'm feeling. You don't have to do anything special. You are special. You are the magic. And whatever it is that you are doing, understand that great things take time. There was a reader, my favorite reader. Her name is Kim Aesthetics. I really enjoy listening to her because she is, I love her voice. She's very light-hearted. Even though I'm sure she probably has her struggles like anybody else. But she had made a comment on one of her pick-a-card readings. And she was saying that, oh, just that fast, I forgot. Oh, that's so terrible. That's what I get for running off at the mouth. Hold on, I'm going to pick it up. Let's see, I just forgot it again. Okay, we're going to move on until I figure out what it's supposed to be. So anyways, with the new beginnings here, you having the courage to do what needs to be done is what is going to bring that out of you. There's going to be new beginnings. I think she said something under the lines of that the universe was going to be on you. Like, you know, you are going to want to give up on yourself, but the universe is not going to allow you to, because you have a stronger group of individuals. This could be your passed down loved ones. This could be, you know, ancestors. They want to see you succeed. And they're not going to let you get away with dilly-dallying around. They're just not going to do it. You know, and I don't know if that's exactly what I wanted to say, but I said that part. I do remember that, and I really appreciated that. Because it was like, you know, it's time. It's time to get out there and let yourself be known. And no, I remember now. She had made mention that, you know, for me, because I'm a content creator, she said that you might have a video out there that you may not take seriously because of the fact that you believe that no one else took your message seriously. And the thing is that it just wasn't time for the right individuals to pick up what you put down. So the same thing applies. That's what the message was, but I also will include that too. It all starts with you. And overall, if you don't like your situation, and let's be frank, we don't like the fact that we don't have the help. Okay? We don't like the financial strife that we're in. Even if you do have the financial means to take care of your child, okay, great. I'm very proud that you do. But you still need a break, right? From time to time, unless you have a strong support system. This one is for those that are struggling, okay? So, have the courage and understand that those that you are afraid of, they are out of your circle anyways. That's a big realization that you must acknowledge. If they were in your space, they would be supportive of you. But if you notice, you have to go to them for help, right? There you go. So, next card out, if I can grab it, hold on. So this is the, I'm assuming this is the 8 of Wands here. And if that is the case, then I'm going to say that the 8 of Wands is talking about, you know, things happening at a rapid pace, receiving messages. I want to say that, like I said before, if you take the time to allow the universe to talk to you, just take that moment to just sit down and allow those downloads to come about, you will have that aha moment and you'll be able to figure out exactly what it is that you should do. And yes, this is the 8 of Wands. I had to make sure. And it says right here, it says to stay on your toes. Life's about to speed up in the best way. Too many fun distractions. Which way to look? Where to play with, or what to play with first. So I just feel like basically what this is saying is something's about to happen at a fast pace, and the universe needs us to be ready. Your answers or your prayers are being answered right now. Okay? So if you wondered, God, when am I ever going to get my break? It's time for you to start doing that work. The thing is, we often think that because we have gone through so much that the universe is just going to just bam, drop it on us. No, 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 no. Because growth is about pressure and fire. We're trying to obtain that diamond status. What's he gonna, you know, without you going through some things, why is he just gonna give you, you know, like, that's not how this is gonna work. So I want you to continue to do the best that you are. You're doing a great job as it is. You really are. So me go ahead and pull this for a closer, and then I'm going to end this long ass video. So overall, the message is to speak up about your vulnerabilities or admit that you need help. Choose wisely who you decide to speak to. Because not everyone is on your team. So please be mindful of that. If you know that you got some gossiping ass family folk that will hee and a ha at your struggles, don't talk to them. If you know that you got some friends that could care less about what's going on with you, they only talk to you when it's at their convenience, don't talk to them. Find you some new friends. Finding love right now is not what you should be focusing on. I know you want to be in a relationship. Hell, me too. Sometimes. But you got to do it right. Okay? You got to do it right. You never know. Maybe if you decide to go to a support group, you might meet the one there that gets you 100%. It's funny how life works. So anyways, first card of, these cards are sticking, there we go. Make a meal, okay? So for some of y'all, maybe cooking is your therapy. Cook more. You don't have to eat out all the time. Cook a healthy meal. Have fun while you do it. Look for fairies. If that's what you want to do. Well, you know what? I say that fireflies are fairies. So be a child. It's okay to be a child. Get some little mason jars. Excuse me, my, the retrograde syndrome. Get some jars, and you and the kids can go and collect fireflies the moment they start to emerge. Make a vision board, okay? This is definitely something that I recommend everyone do. It's probably like, okay, it's gonna stay. Make a vision board. Imagine all the things that you want to do. Post quotes to get you in the mood for motivation. If you don't have anyone to motivate you, then it's time for you to learn how to motivate yourself. Okay. Spend time with friends at the bottom of the deck. Only if it is a healthy group of friends, or you can join a support group and become friends with these parents. Okay? And we'll continue right here. With the look for fairies, I also will interpret that as just going outside and just allowing your imagination to run rampant. You know, just go outside and breathe. Take the kids to the park if you have enough gas. and just, you know, let them play and you enjoy a book. Sit under a tree. Take pictures. Whatever the case may be, just be. Okay, I'm only going to pull one card from this. I felt it tingling very strong right there. And this card says to experience the passion of fire. And it says reignite your life force by gazing into a cozy fire, by recharging in the sunlight, or lighting a candle. Allow fire to spark your vision and vitality. So get your ass out of the house. Those darn fruit flies. But get out of the house and allow the universe to see that beautiful face. Okay? You really are doing a wonderful job. I can tell you are. You just need to be told. Some people thrive off of being told that they are loved, and that's great. We all want to hear that. But oftentimes that is thrown about loosely, right? But boy, when someone tells you that they're proud of you, and you can tell that they mean it, that right there is a beautiful feeling. And you, my dear, I'm very, very proud of you. Keep doing what you do. So I'm about to go ahead and go. Thank you so much for watching this long video. But I really hope that you take the time to take in what I wanted to say to you. I hope it wasn't rambling, but if it is, okay, this wasn't for you. But remember this, when life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care, everyone. Bye.